Thanks so much for staying. As a poet, I'm not only always grateful for anyone that would come to hear poetry, but for people who actually stay. I've done so many readings years ago where, yeah, it was like, you know, it was so common you really couldn't get hurt by it. But like, yeah, like 2 or 3 poems in, like, you know, people are out of there, they're gone. So I appreciate it. This is a poem I wrote in the building of my star house called Through the Wilderness. And it took me almost 3 years to get it finished, which was such a miracle. It's still so amazing, starting with like absolutely nothing. But after that first year, and with COVID, first year of the build, and then COVID hit, and that really kind of delayed the build for a while, for months. And I just kind of had to like swallow that and keep the dream and keep my patience. And during that time, I took a hike up from the cabin I was staying in, up into the hills and the woods, and I wrote this poem. Poetry can be such a medicinal, such a healing thing. It's definitely been tremendously healing for me, my own poetry, other people's poetry, music as well, and the arts. And that this poem definitely helped to heal my anxiety. It's called Through the Wilderness. Through the wilderness of my freedom, through territories uncharted for corporate consumption, through cogent dreams and cosmic streams, I have climbed to find my star house, high amongst the peaks of an ever-emancipating consciousness. Through these constellations strewn within my soul, here I have climbed to find my sanctuary, housing all the juju this new day can hold. Through days clouded in the valleys of self-deceit, through the darkest immobility of shackling bigotries, through hours journeyed by prayer and by hand and by feet, through hell and high water indignities, dangling inequities for the hungriest to eat, through powers stronger than all the calls for my defeat, I have climbed to find my star house, high amongst the peaks of my own true belief. Through declarations flowing from the sovereignty of peace, through the clear and present affirmation that the universe is inalienably mine to reach. Through this connectivity of all my soul to keep, through the envisioning of a sanctuary deep within my truth, I have climbed to find my star house, high amongst the peaks of a bright and fertile liberty, built for innermost use. So that's it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And my house is up in the peaks, up in the mountains. So it's really just amazing.